I'm Anil Kumar. Let me thank all my subscribers and viewers for watching and taking keen interest in my videos, posting questions, asking questions. Well, this video is a result of one of my subscribers who wants to know how to determine points of the vertices of a square with gradient of 3 over 1 as one of its side. A beautiful question. Thanks a lot for posting this as a comment on a video where we are trying to find coordinates of vertices of some square. Okay, but this is an excellent example. Let's see how to do it. We are looking into a square, right? So a square basically, as you understand, is something like this, where the angles are at 90 degrees. That means the lines are perpendicular, right? And also you know that their opposite sides are parallel. So that is what we mean by square, a four-sided figure with all equal sides. Right. Now here we want gradient of 3 over 4. What is gradient of 3 over 1? What does that mean? One side has gradient of 3 over 1. So I'll treat this as a very open question. I could choose my points, right? It's a very open question. So that's the beauty of this question. So we'll choose vertex on origin. So we have assumed that origin, which is 0, 0, is vertex. One of the vertex, I should say. In that case, let's figure out the other three, right? So let's call this vertex as, let us keep it as O itself. Okay. The next one, 3 over 1, how do you get that point? Let's see. So on the x-axis, 1, 2, when I say 3 over 1, it means what? Let's write here. That means we are saying with a gradient means slope. So slope is 3 over 1. 3 over 1. Does make sense, right? So rise over run, which is rise over run. Correct? So if the rise is 3, in that case, run is 1. So let me just make some scale here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So when we say gradient of 3 over 1, that means we go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and run of 1. So that becomes one side of the square. So we'll call this point as P. So what are the coordinates of P? So the coordinates of P will be, this is 3, right? The y value. 1 is the x value. So it is 1, 3. Perfect? Okay. Now the idea is to get other 3 vertices. We already got 2 of them now. So in a square, you know, they are at right angles. So a perpendicular slope is what? Negative reciprocal, right? So negative 1 over 3. That becomes the slope of a perpendicular. So if I do negative 1 over 3, I could, that means again rise over run. That means rise over run, right? So negative 1 is my rise. That means I go down 1 unit and then move 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. So that is my point. So the other side is this side. Does it make sense to you? So this is the point which I am calling as Q. So I get point Q as you can see from here, 3 minus 1. Is that clear to you? 3 minus 1. Now the idea is to get the fourth side. How do I get the fourth side? I use the property that they are parallel. So if I draw a line parallel from P, parallel to OQ, that is to say, I have to go 3 right and 1 down, right? So I'll go 1, 2, 3 right, and 1 down. So that becomes parallel. Do you see that? 3 right and 1 down. So I reach a point R, which is 3 right means plus 3 and minus 1 from P, right? So R will be, I have to add 3 to my X value, so I get 4, and minus 1 to my Y value, so I get 2. Do you see a simple math here? Add this 2. So you get 4 and 2. As you can see, that is how you get 4 and 2, right? So we are 2 up and 1, 2, 3, 4 down. I mean, whatever you may say. To form the fourth side of my triangle. Oh, sorry. So we are, you can see from here, X value is 4, Y value is 2. To get the fourth vertex R in our case. Does make sense to you? You get it? So we get the fourth vertex R as 4, 2, and you can always combine or join them to make your square, right? So I'll call this as my case 1. There could be many other squares also. With 3 over 1, I could have used option 2, case 2. Let me write down case 2 here. Again, case 2 could have been, let's begin with the origin O, which is 0, 0, and get to the point P, which is 1, 3. Now, when we say that the perpendicular slope, let's write M here, is equals to minus 1 over 3, I could treat 1 as positive and 3 as negative. So if I do that, let's do the other example on a separate thing. Okay, let's use this. So again, we have P same, which is 1, 2, 3 rise, 1 run. Okay, let's say this is P. Now, we are saying 1. That means rise is 1 and run is minus 3. So that means what? Rise of 1 and run of minus 3 means going this side. 1, 2, 3. So we get to that point. So this becomes the other side. So we could form a square on this side also, right? So we get a point, let me call this as Q dash. So Q dash in this case is, we landed 3 units left and 1 up. So that is Q dash. And now to get R dash, what am I supposed to do? So from here, I have to go parallel to OP, right? So parallel to OP means from here, I move 3 up and 1 right. 3 up and 1 right, correct? So here, basically, this point here, we'll call this R dash, is the X value has moved 1 right. This 1 right. So it becomes minus 2. The Y value has gone up 3. It becomes 4. So R value here is R dash minus 2, 4, which you could get as a combination of P and Q, where P is 1, 3. So minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. 1 plus 3 is 4. Same equation. So I hope that helps. So you can find second square with the given condition. Right? So that's how you could do it. So you could get more than one solution. And simple concept of understanding what square is helps to find the coordinates as we did here. Feel free to write comments and share your views. And if you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for this excellent question. All the best.